Hey, Jeff Kelderman here, Kelderman Trucks. Today we got something really special. This is the 2025 Ford F550 we had in our booth at SEMA this year. This is what we call the Stomper truck. We all grew up, playing with the Stomper trucks as kids. Well, we decided to build a real life one, and this is how it turned out. So the SEMA show is the biggest automotive trade show in the country, and it might be definitely one of the biggest ones in the world too. But this is where companies like us come to showcase new products, and we got quite a few of them on this one. So starting with our front bumper, this is our Alpha series. We've been building these bumpers for about 7 years now. This got 16.5 winch in it. We've got a Commander, which is our Grille Guard on the front here, but new for this year is our headlight protection setup. And what we did is, this is 2-inch tubing. We had this bent, contoured. We don't have a tube. We got tube laser, we don't have tube benders, so we're working with an outside company. This is a product we plan on having in early 2026. So besides just having the ears here, we kind of extended this center section, put a little filler plate in here, give it a real tough and robust look, because it is tough and robust, like all the Kelderman stuff out there. And then the centerpiece is new, and that's got the new setup for the rigid round Connect series lights. These are really cool because you could choose different backlit colors on it. So we color matched this center section, powder coated the wings, powder coated the headlight guards, as well as the Commander. So rounding out the front end, we sent the headlights off the Eco Tint, got rid of all the chrome, went with gloss black, added the copper accents. Same thing with our grille. We've got gloss black, which is color matched for the truck, copper inserts, and then we did some highlights with our fair lead, as well as our new style monster hooks. So the suspension on this truck is our Overlander kit. It's a 5 to 6 inch kit. We've been doing suspensions for Earth Roamer for over 15 years now. So some of the stuff they use, some of it's a little bit different. So starting clear up front here, we have a hydraulic ram set up. It's a PSC, so they drill and tap into the factory steering box, and then we run the hydraulic ram. What that does, it lets us turn these 42-inch tires, just like if you were on the stock tires. We use our new radius arms that we designed for the 2024 Fords, and we're pushing the axle forward 1 inch. That's helped getting the big 42s extra clearance here, and we were able to talk Earth Roamer out of the set of their front fender flares, to give us all that extra room we need for these giant tires. This has also got our clicker shocks on it that's made by Raptor. So it's just got additional valving, whereas our normal shocks have one setting. This one, believe it or not, has 20 settings. So a lot of stuff, technology that you use on their suspensions, for their snowmobile suspensions that Raptor makes. So for the ride control on this, we went with the new ALP4 by Airlift. It's a new system. It's a touch screen now, whereas the old one was just kind of a fixed screen with a bunch of buttons. So we could swipe through here. Like if we want to dump all the air out, we could go, hit the wrong button. We just hit that 2 times, and that's going to show, flips back, shows you the air pressure. There's still air pressure in the bags because we're not running them all the way down. So that's the low. If we come back here, we want to go to, let's see, we could go over to here all the way up, select that. It's going to jack the truck all the way up to the tall height. Okay, so that's pretty much all the way up. And right here it shows our tank pressures. It's building up right here with the dual Bi-Air 444s are running right now. Then we go back and we want to go to, that's our low. We want to go back to our ride height. We just hit this button 2 times, and that's going to drop it. And that's going to be where this is going to be driven pretty much 99% of the time. And we can go one more if we want to go all the way to the low, dump it all the way clear down. That would be for getting in and out of a garage, or maybe when you're washing it, because this is a pretty cool, pretty tall truck. So pretty cool system. I'm still learning how to use it. Obviously, when you've been using the 3H for 8 years, and then they come out with a new one, it's got a little bit of a learning curve. So I'll throw that in my truck, and we'll have it figured out before too long. So really, for such a being just a 2-door truck and a short wheelbase, the truck drives really good. It's actually kind of fun. I mean, You don't see a whole lot of two-door trucks on the road anymore. Everybody's got a four-door, but the ability to build something different, and that's what a lot of the people liked at SEMA. Everybody's coming up like, man, this looks so cool. And then of course being, about everything on this truck is custom, including the bed being extended. Right now it's cool. It's because the hydraulic ram also holds the steering wheel, so it stays straight. So it can be real windy out, and that hydraulic ram is going to hold the suspension, which helps the handling. We use large sway bars, so you can zigzag. This big truck's like a sports car. It's one of the things we really try to get is a sports car handling with a smooth ride on a lifted truck. So. Well, we're going to pull over here and we'll start talking about the rear suspension, and I'll show you where we cut the bed and the new headache rack we made, and in the tailgate. Got to check out the tailgate. It looks awesome. So our rear suspension is our 4-link 4-bag design. Now for this truck that just has aluminum flatbed and hardly anything in the back, it's pretty much overkill. But it's the same thing that we're using on the overland vehicles that are going to be 24,000 pound vehicles. So heavy duty design, monster sway bar. So on this vehicle, we have no sway, but it's a big sway bar set up for those big high centered gravity trucks. Same thing as the front. We got our Raptor adjustable shocks on it. Now this rear, obviously 550s comes as a dually. Well, this is a Stasworks conversion setup. You get the wheels and the tires and then the rear hubs. So what we're going to do is we're getting rid of the OEM dually setup and converting it over to the super singles, which is the look we wanted. Something you may not notice is, oh yeah, we got a normal pickup bed here, but chassis cabs are 60 inches from cab to center of the axle. Well, a normal pickup is 56 inches. So there's a 4-inch difference here. So we had to get 2 pickup beds, and body shop up the road, Copeland and Hedrick did an amazing job on this. So they actually cut this, split it all apart, took the 2 beds and added up another 3.5 inches so that, this bed looks like it's a normal pickup, but it's actually 3.5 inches long. So they did a fantastic job, and I can tell you where they cut it, but you come up here and you look in the light, you can't tell. So they did an amazing job. The other couple things that we did to this, we made a custom spare tire mount, which I'll show you in a minute. But the key to this is we had to make something like the old Stomper trucks. A lot of the little toys had the roll bars, and then the kind of the fiberglass extension here. We wanted to make something out of metal, give us our own unique look, but to complete the look of the truck. And Troy, our engineer, just did an awesome job on this. This is the actual prototype, and when we built it, literally 3 days before we left, test fit it, powder coat it, threw it back on the next day. So it's got a lot of mesh like this in the back. That way when we're backing up, we actually looking through your rear view mirror, you could still see, plain as day through there. We did a couple different, copper in the middle and black in the outer side of it. So then we got our little Kelderman badge there to let everybody know who made that kick-ass product. So the back of this truck, one of my favorite things is just how clean this is. We got our color match center section on our Delta series bumper. It matches up with our hooks, and you can't really see it from where you're at, but little Circle K's in here with the backdrops. Everything just blends to where it's just looks first class. It's not too much copper, not too much matte black. It's just a perfect blend. So we threw on a bulletproof hitch because obviously you got a 550. You're going to be able to haul a big trailer. We made a custom hitch on this as well. So as I said, we made this really cool spare tire mount. It sets up basically where your fifth wheel would go. This truck obviously is too big to have a gooseneck or fifth wheel. Put the big spare tire in there, and that thing is heavy. Each tire weighs like 200 some pounds. So we machined a little spindle, dropped the tire on. It's hub centric, so all we have to do is tighten that machine piece we made. Obviously the paint on it with the Circle K turned out awesome. Got the little handles to make it look a little, make it custom, kind of a Baja look. And now you can see too on that headache rack, on the front side, you've got all the round rigids. On the back, we've just got 2 4-inch single rows, and they're tied in to these backup lights that we have here with the 4-inch rigids. so you got plenty of light when you're backing up. So just, you know, everything you look on this truck, there's just got little attentions to detail that separate it from a lot of the other trucks at the SEMA show. A couple other things we did for paint. These are OEM tail lights. We had those smoked. So when you get a chassis cab, you just get wiring harness that plugs into some little square lights. So Robert had to sit down, figure all the lights out, get all that, made a little wiring harness, Deutsch connectors. And we also did, you know, smoked out our little lights in the dually flares. You know, we took the side badges apart, did our copper, you know, put the little Kelderman logo on it. So, you know, no chrome on this. And then obviously we got a whole bunch of stuff done, and we'll show you the interior now. So when you're getting a 550 chassis cab, if you just get the two-door like this truck, you can't get a Lariat. So we just had to settle for an XLT. So, you know, truck looks amazing on the outside. We wanted to, you know, pimp out the inside. So did a whole bunch of little details. I mean, we got the Kelderman logo here where the Ford is, you know, with the copper ring. You know, we painted the trim gloss. You know, we added a lot of little copper accents on the vents, on the gauges, over here on the windows, mirror, you know, anywhere where we could pop, you know, parts off and do the copper accent, we did. A couple cool things too we got here is we got our switch pros, because we got a million lights on this truck. We run it all off of here. We got our USB for our lightning as well. Coming up here for the 4H, we 3D printed our bracket here that went where the sunglass cases is, and painted it copper. And then we also popped out this factory piece and painted it copper. And I think the last thing we did is we got with cat skin. We had some you know, custom seat covers made for this. Did kind of a copper, it's a little more gold, but it still fits the theme of the truck. Put the Kelderman logo right in the headrest. So I think that covers everything we did on the inside, but man, we took this work truck and made it look kick-ass. So since the SEMA show is one of the biggest automotive shows in the world, or everybody's got to bring out, you know, the best of what they've got to offer, it worked out fantastic. You know, Mark, our sales guy, has been with us for, you know, 25 years now, knows our products in and out. And Corey Clem, who's a customer of ours over in Illinois, they actually got their heads together earlier this year and came up with this idea of building a real-life Stomper truck. So those guys kind of had these ideas, and they kind of pitched it to me and said, here's what we're thinking, you know, it'd be awesome to have this at SEMA, you know, and what was fun is like, yeah, I get it, and in your mind you think it's gonna be one thing, but man, when as this thing kept going, and they brought out the colors, and, you know, then the bed goes on, and you know, Ron did all his magic on the interior, and we keep bringing more and more and more. I tell you what, it's going to be tough to beat this thing next year at SEMA. We're going to do our best shot, but right now, this is the standard we've raised. So we're getting close to 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate everybody checking out our channel. Obviously, we got, you know, the Kelderman truck segment of it, and then we got a little entertainment with the Jeff Kelderman's Garage, which has done really well too. So, you know, once we get around 50,000, we're going to be doing some pretty cool giveaways. So just keep watching, tell your buddies about it, and who knows, you might just get yourself a nice Kelderman surprise coming in the mail. So, you know, when we got together, Corey built this truck for SEMA. You know, we knew it was going to be cool, but we knew people were going to love it. But guess what? Response has been so good. We're going into production, baby, 2026. These are going to be available to purchase. You can custom order them, whatever colors you want. We're in the process, already took our first order, doing a 4-door for the next one. So stay tuned to Kelderman, because you're going to see a lot more of these Stomper trucks coming your way. Thanks again for watching our video. We really appreciate it. You can follow us on our social media platforms listed right here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, hit that bell so you won't miss another video. If you want to watch our last video, click on the link in the description below. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Our wheels are made by, I can't remember, so we're going to have to cut that. Stasworks. Well, we'll wait and talk about that at the back. We'll talk about that at the back.